students, this is the sixth class of the chapter Power Series Solution of Differential Equation Special Functions, and in this chapter we will learn about the following topics. First, we will discuss about the recurrence formula for finite polynomials, and then some identities related to uh, Hermite polynomials h and x. After that, some problems, and finally, orthogonality of Hermite polynomials. And so now come to the first topic, that is the recurrence formula for Hermite polynomials h and x. The generating function of Hermite polynomial is given by e to the power 2xt minus t square, that is equal to n is equal to 0 to infinity t to the power n by n factorial h n x. And this generating function is such a function from which different Hermite polynomials can be derived. And here the generating function, that is e to the power 2xt minus t square, and this function is very important because using this function we can find out different Hermite polynomials of different orders. And now we differentiating both sides of this equation, that is e to the 2xt minus t square, that is equal to n is equal to 0 to infinity t to the power n by n factorial h n x. Just differentiating this equation with respect to x, but we will get first differentiate this term, that is e to the power 2xt minus t square, and then the differentiation of 2xt minus t square, that will give you 2t, that is equal to n is equal to 0 to infinity t to the power n by n factorial h n prime x. Now it can be written as, since 2x e to the 2xt minus t square is the generating function, so we can write this this term as n is equal to 0 to infinity to the power n by n factorial h n x with multiplied by 2t, and that is equal to this term. Now equating the coefficients of t to the power n will be here, so equating the coefficient of t to the power n from both sides, we will get, see here, the power of p in the left hand side, in the expression of the left hand side is t to the power n, and from here 1, so t to the power n plus 1. And now to compare equating the coefficient of t to the power n, we have to replace n by n minus 1 in the left hand side. So in that case we will get 2 is here, and then h should be replaced by hn should be replaced by hn minus 1, so hn minus 1 x, and then n is, since n is replaced by n minus 1, so n minus 1 factor is there, and that is equal to, in the right hand side no replacement is required, so here hn prime x by n factorial, and this term can be written as hn factorial this term can be written as hn prime x by n factorial, can be written as n into n minus 1 factorial. So this n minus 1 factorial and this n minus 1 factorial will cancel each other, and finally we will get hn prime x. I am writing this term first, so hn prime x, that is equal to n into 2 into hn minus 1 x. So this is an important recurrence formula, and this formula will be utilized in different cases, in different to prove different identities. And now there are some recurrence formula which we have to prove, and the number 1, these equations we used to prove these identities. Now come to the first identity, that is 2x hn x, that is equal to 2n hn minus 1x plus hn plus 1x. Now since we know that the generating function of Hermite polynomials is given by e to the power 2xt minus t square, that is equal to n is equal to 0 to infinity t to the power n by n factorial into h n x, and differentiating both sides of this equation with respect to t, we get e to the 2x t minus t square first, then differentiation of this term 2tx minus t square, which we give u 2t into x minus t, that is 2x minus 2t, or 2 is, if you use 2 as common term, then 2 into x minus t, that is equal to n is equal to 1 to infinity h n x, and then t to the power n minus 1, and n differentiation of this will give you n into t to the power n minus 1, and then n factorial is there. So just simplify this 2x on the first term, 2x t to the power 2tx minus t square, and then minus 2 into t into e to the power 2tx minus t square, that is equal to h n x, sum over h n x, and then n into t to the power n minus 1, and here n factorial can be written as n into n minus 1 factorial. Now just use the value or the value of the expression 2tx minus t square e to the 2tx minus t square, which is here written here. So 2x into sum over t to the n by n factorial h n x minus 2t sum over t to the n by n factorial h n x. I have just written here the value of, or the value of the generating function e to the 2tx minus t square in both terms, for both terms, and that is equal to sum over hn into t to the power n by n minus 1 factorial. This n will cancel. Now coefficient, now equating the coefficient of t to the power n from both sides, we are here to just equate the coefficient of t to the power n from both sides of this equation, and to do this, the first term from the left hand side, from the expression of the left hand side, will give you 2x, and then hn by n factorial minus, here you see t is here and here t to the power n, so t to the power n plus 1 n, or n plus 1 will be the power of t. So in this case n should be replaced by n minus 1, and then you will get h n minus 1 with multiplied by 2, and then n minus 1 factorial, and that is equal to, in this case, the power of t is n minus 1. So to get t to the power n, you have to replace n by n plus 1, and then it will give you hn plus 1x by here n minus 1 plus 1, that means n factorial. So from this you can write this as it was in this line. So this is here 2x hn x by n factorial minus, you can write it as 2 into n hn minus 1x, n is extra term here, so n should be, another n should be in the denominator, and n into n minus 1 factorial, then hn 1 hn plus 1x by n factorial. Now this, from this line you can write this term as this, and then from here 2n hn minus 1x, n into n minus 1 factorial means n factorial, and that is equal to n plus 1 x by n factorial, and all the n factorials in the denominator will cancel, and then you will have 2x hn x minus 2n hn minus 1x, that is equal to n plus 1 x. So this is another important, or from this relation you can write 2x hn x, that is equal to 2n hn minus 1x plus hn plus 1x. This is another important consideration which we had to prove, and here we have proved this identity. The second one is hn prime x, that is equal to 2x hn x minus hn plus 1x. And to prove this identity, let us start with the generating function, that is e to the power 2tx minus t square, which is n is equal to 0 to infinity t to the power n by n factorial hn x. Now here we also differentiating both sides of this equation with respect to x, and we get from this e to the power 2tx minus t square is there, and differentiation of this term 2tx plus t square is 2t, that is equal to n is equal to 0 to infinity t to the power In this case, since we are differentiating with respect to s, so t to the m by n factorial is there, and hn prime x is there. Okay, now just write the value of this expression, that is the generating function. So here 2t is here, and this is nothing but n is equal to 0 to infinity to the power n by n factorial hn x, and it is equal to n is equal to 0 to infinity. That is the right hand side of this expression, and it is unaltered in here. So now equating the coefficient of t to the power n from both sides of these equation, on these equation. Let's see here in the left hand side that the power of n is n plus the power of t is n plus 1. So n should be replaced by n minus 1 in the left hand side. So then you will get 2 is here, and then h should be replaced by h n minus 1x, and then n should be replaced by n minus 1 factorial. So since n is replaced by n minus 1 in the left hand side of this expression, and that is equal to hn prime x by n factorial, and this can be written as hn prime x, and n factorial can be written as n into n minus 1 factorial. So from this you can write hn prime x, that is equal to n here and 2 is there, so 2n into hn minus 1. So it has been proved. Also write it as equation 2. Also you have the recurrence formula 2x hn x, that is equal to 2n hn minus 1x plus hn plus 1. Where it has proved? See here, this relation, this is that relation. Okay, this is that relation. This is another recurrence relation. Just we use this relation. So this relation, using that relation, that is 2x hn x, that is 2n hn minus 1x plus hn plus 1x. Just from this relation you can write 2x hn x, 2x hn x, that is equal to hn prime x plus hn plus 1x. So why this is written? So just use this relation. 2n hn minus 1x is equal to hn prime x. So just substitute the value of 2n hn minus 1x in this expression, in the right hand side of this expression. So you will have 2x hn x, 2x hn x, that is equal to this term is equal to hn prime x plus hn plus 1x. From this relation, hn prime x is here is equal to 2x hn x minus hn plus 1x. So it has been proved also. Now the third identity is h double prime x minus 2x hn prime x plus 2n hn x is equal to 0. From just use this relation, and I have written is that equation 3. From equation 3 you have hn prime x is equal to 2x hn x minus hn plus 1x. Now differentiating this expression with respect to t, you will have hn double prime x, that is equal to 2x first, then hn prime x, then plus, if you differentiate x, then the 2 hn x, that is written here, and the last term will be minus hn plus 1 prime x. You write this as equation 4. Now replacing n by n plus 1 in equation 2, that means in this equation, here is equation 2. In this equation you just replace n by n plus you replace just n by n plus 1. So then what will be the result? The result will be hn plus 1 prime x, that is equal to 2 into n plus 1 hn x. In this case you replace just n by n plus 1. So that is written here, hn prime x, hn prime n plus 1x, that is equal to 2 into n plus 1 hn x. So from this relation, that is from equation 4, you can write hn prime double prime x, that is equal to 2x hn prime x plus 2 hn x. The first two term are as usual, and then substitute the value of hn plus 1 prime x in this relation, in this equation. So there will be minus 2n plus 1 hn x, and now we have to simplify. simplify this equation. So that is equal to 2x hn prime x. This is written here, and this term can be written as 2n hnx and then minus 2hnx, and 2n hnx with a minus sign will cancel, will be there, and 2 into hnx and this 2n hnx will cancel each other. So you can write it is equal to 2x hn prime x minus 2n hn x, and that is h double prime x is equal to 2x hn prime x, and then take these two terms in the left hand side. So hn double prime x minus 2x hn prime x plus 2n hn x is equal to 0. And here is a problem. This problem is given as so that h double prime x is equal to 4n into n minus 1 hn that is equal to hn minus 2. Here is the time is not, will be absent here. The problem is hn double prime x is equal to 4n into n minus 1 hn minus 2. Not here is written mistakenly the prime signs. Here it is equal to 4n into n minus 1 hn minus 2, not the prime sign. Okay, so we have the recurrence formula. As we have obtained the recurrence formula, hn prime x is equal to 2n into hn minus 1 x. Here it is this relation is obtained previously, that is here. This is h prime x is equal to 2n hn minus 1 x, and I am recalling this this relation, that is this hn prime x is equal to 2n hn minus 1 x. I have written this equation. This is written as equation 1. Now differentiating both sides of this expression, you will have hn double prime x that is equal to 2n hn minus 1 prime x. This is equation 2. Now replacing n minus 1, n by n minus 1 in this relation, is in the expression written as equation number 1. Here just replace n by n minus 1. Then you will have hn minus 1 prime x that is equal to 2 into n minus 1, then hn minus 2x, that is this will be this, and this is equation 3. Now substituting the value of hn minus 1 prime x in equation 2, that is here you see in this relation there is a term hn minus 1 prime, and we have hn minus 1 prime as this. So just substitute the value of these in this equation. So you will then have hn prime double prime x that is equal to 2n. This is the 2n first, and then the value of this means 2 into n minus 1, then hn minus 2x, and this will give you first hn double prime x that is equal to 4n to n minus 1 hn minus 2x. So in this identity, just you have to omit this parameter as written mistakenly. So it is proved in this case. And now another problem is given here. The problem is, so you have to show h2n 0, that is for the value x is equal to 0 is equal to minus 1 to the power n 2n factorial by n factorial, and it has the second part as 2 h2n plus 1 at x equal to 0 is equal to 0. So to solve this, you have to recall the genetic function of Hermite polynomials, that is e to the power 2xt minus t square is equal to n is equal to 0 to infinity to the power n by n factorial hnx. Now let us use x equal to 0 in this expression. Just use x equal to 0 in this expression, then you will have n is equal to 0 to infinity. Just use x equal to 0 in this relation. So that will give you t to the power n by n factorial hn and then 0. So hn 0 it is equal to e to the power this first term will give you 0, and the second term is minus t square. So e to the power minus t square, and e to the power minus t square can be if you expand this term, it will give you the result as given here. That is, you know that 1 minus e to the power minus x is 1 minus 1 by x by 1 factorial, then plus x square by 2 factorial, and then so on. So in this case e to the power minus t square. If you expand this term in series, you will have first one is there, then minus sign will appear here, and then x by 1 factorial, that means here x is minus t square by 1 factorial, then plus sign will come here, and here will be uh, 1 by 2 factorial, and t x square by 2 factorial, that is t square, uh, and the square of t square whole square by 2 factorial, and plus another terms, and the final term will be, so here this is minus and then plus, so it will be minus 1 to the power n for the nth term, and here will be t square to the power n by n factorial. So it is not very difficult to understand, just that this is the last term of the series. So if you understand that here every term is multiplied by minus 1 to the power n, that is the order of n. Okay, and then you know that here will be x to the power n, that means t square to the power n by n factorial, and so other things. Now equating the coefficient of t to the power n from both sides, this and this left hand side, and this is the left hand side, and this is the right hand side, and just equate the or compare the coefficient of t to the power 2n. Since in the left hand side it is t to the power n, the power is only n, so you have to replace n by 2n, and if you do this, then this and compare with the right hand, the coefficient of t to the power 2n of the right hand side, then it will give you 1 by, since n is replaced by 2n, so 1 by 2n factorial, and then h 2n 0, that is equal to minus 1 to the power n into 1 by 1 factorial, or 1 by n factorial. So from this you can write h2n 0 is equal to minus 1 to the power n 2n factorial by n factorial. So it is proved. Now it has proved. Now just equating the coefficient of t to the 2n from both sides. If you wish to compare or equate the coefficient of t to the 2n from both sides of this expression, then since the right hand side, see here the first term 1, then t square, and then t to the 4, and in this way t to the 2n. So what will be, so for any value of n, if n is odd, this series will have all the terms even power of all terms consisting of even power of t. So if you replace n by n plus 1, so in the right hand side there will be no odd power of t, because in this case the power will be n plus 1, so n plus 1 is will be an and if you wish to compare the coefficient of n plus n plus 1, t to the power n plus 1, so in the right hand side there is no term consisting of e to the power 2n plus 1, because all consisting of n plus 1, because all the terms are here even terms of the power of t. So in this logic you can write from left hand side 1 by 2n plus 1, since n is replaced by n plus 1, so 2n plus 1 is here. Just here, see here, keeping the coefficient of 2 to the power n plus 1. So 2 to the power n plus 1 must be, because 2 to the power n is even number and plus 1 is odd number. So in the right hand side no terms contains odd powers of t. From here, so you can write, you can obtain that 1 by 2n plus 1 factorial h 2n plus 1 of 0 at x equal to 0, that is equal to 0. Here is the logic is given here. So h 2n plus 1 0 is equal to 0. Another example is here. You have to prove that if m less than n, then dm by dxm hn x is equal to 2 to the power m into n factorial by n minus m factorial hn minus m x. You have to prove this identity or this problem, and to prove it you have to recall the recurrence formula hn prime x, that is equal to 2n is n minus 1x, and it has earlier proved earlier. So just use this relation hn prime x, that is equal to 2n hn minus 1x. Now given this the left hand side of this expression can be written as dtx of hn x, that is equal to 2n hn minus 1x. And if you differentiate this expression with respect to x, then you have d2 by dx square, d2 by dx square hn x, that is equal to differentiation of this, that is 2n hn prime hn minus 1 prime x. And you know another recurrence relation there is another recurrence relation relating to hn minus 1, which is written here, hn minus 1 hn minus 1 prime x, that is equal to 2 into n minus 1 hn minus 2 x. This is another, and using this recurrence relation, just substitute the value of hn minus 1 prime x in this expression, in this term. So then you will have 2n is there, and this then 2n minus 1, 2n minus 1, and then hn minus 2x. So this will give you d2 by dx square hx, that is equal to 2 from here and 2 from here, so 2 square, and then n into n minus 1, n into n minus 1, hn minus 2x. So in the and similarly, if you and then again differentiating this expression with respect to x, we have d3 by dx cube into hn x, that is equal to 2 square is here, n is here, n minus 1 is there also here, and hn minus 2 prime x, hn minus 2 prime x. Now this can be written as, this can be written 2 square, and this is the second time after second time differentiation. So this is equal to 2 square n into n minus 1, 2 into n minus 2 hn minus 3 x, and that is equal, that will give you just differentiating this equation. So this term will be hn h, and you know that hn actually we have substituted the value of hn minus 2x here. So 2 square into n minus 1. Then in the similar fashion, here you see that here hn minus 1 prime x is equal to 2 into n minus 1 hn minus 2x. So this is here hn minus 2 prime x. So if you replace only n by n minus 1, then you will have from this term hn minus 1, that means hn minus 2 prime x, that is equal to 2 is there, and then n is replaced by n minus 1, and there is another one minus 1. So this term will give you 2 into n minus 2, and then here is one order less than this will be, there will be n minus 1 minus 2, that means h n minus 3 x. Just replace n by n minus 1 in this relation, then you will get the value of n minus 2 prime x, and just use this relation, use this value of h n minus 2 prime x, that is 2 into n minus 2 h n minus 3 x. I have written the value of this from this relation, only using this relation where n is replaced by n minus 1. So this will give you 2 square, and the another 2 is there, so 2 cube n into n minus 1, n minus 2, then n minus 3x. So if you now wish to find out the value of dm by dxm hn x, that will be just look at this relation. Here you see that for the third time differentiation, that is see here m is equal to 3. Let's compare these two. So in this relation m is 3 here. So here it is written as the result is 2 to the power 3, 2 cube, that means the power of the differentiation, order of the differentiation. So here is m, so here will be 2 to the power n. Then n minus 1, n minus 2, this term will continue up to the value where, see here, n minus 2, that means n minus 1 order less than this power. That means here is the power 3. So here is 2. That means 3 plus in this expression it will be n minus 3 plus 1, because here you see here m is 3, so it is nothing but n minus 3 plus 1. That means the general term, the final term will be n minus n plus 1. Just compare this. It will be easy to you. It will be easy to you. Okay, and then the final term, the last term is hn minus 3. Hn minus 3, in this case this is the n, the constant, and 3 is nothing but the order of this differentiation. So in this case the order is m, so here you will have to write n hn minus n. So it is there. So dn by dxm hn x, that is equal to 2 to the power m, n into n minus 1, n into n minus 2. In this way it will go up to n minus n plus 1, and just here it is written here, and you take another extra term n minus 1 factorial, so you have to divide this by n minus 1 factorial also, and then hn minus n x. And you know that this series will give you n factorial. So n factorial is written as 2 to the power m into n factorial, n minus n factorial is there, and hn minus n x. So dm by dxm hn x is equal to 2 to the power m n factorial by n minus 1 factorial hn minus m x. So it has also proved here. Now come to the topic orthogonality of Hermite polynomials. So to do this, in this case the condition or the orthogonality of Hermite polynomials is to be discussed, and we start to do this. We start from the Hermite differential equation, that is d2y by dx square minus 2x dy by dx plus 2ny is equal to 0. It is written as equation 1, and since hn x, that is the Hermite polynomials, is a solution of the Hermite differential equation, so you just substitute y as hn x. So from this relation you have d2 by dx square hn x minus 2x d hn x plus 2n hn x is equal to 0. This is equation 2, and to prove orthogonality, now to prove orthogonality property, just we have to multiply this equation, that is equation 2, all expression multiply equation 2 with the term e to the minus x square. Just now we are here, just multiply equation 2 by e to the power minus x square. So then from this equation we will have e to the power minus x square d2 dx square hn x minus 2x e to the power minus x square ddx hn x plus 2n e to the power minus x square hn x is equal to 0. And from these, because these two terms will give you ddx of e to the power minus x square d hn x by dx. Just do this differentiation of this term. So first term will give you e to the power minus x square, okay, and then differentiation of this d2 hn x by dx square, okay, and then if you use d hn x dx as common term, so that is written here, and then differentiation of this e to the power minus x square will give you first e to the minus x square, and then differentiation of minus x square, which will give you minus 2x. So these two terms can be written in this form, and that is equal to n is taken in the right hand side, so minus n will appear here, 2n e to the power minus x square hn x. It is equation 3. Now similarly for another integer, this is true for the integer n, and if you consider another integer m, and obviously you should remember that m not is equal to n, then following this equation you can write ddx of e to the power x square dhm, n is replaced by only m, so dhm x by dx, that is equal to minus 2m e to the power minus x square hm x. It is equation 4. Now multiply equation 3 by hm and equation 4 by hn, and then substitute from the second one from the first one. That is, first you multiply this equation by m, and then multiply this equation by hn, and after that just substitute the second one from the first one. Then what you will have? You will have you will have the first term. You see here if you multiply this by hm, so hm is there d dx e to the power minus x squared dhnx dx minus, then the term will come minus, this is written here, and then minus hnx ddx of, see here, this is hmx, because if you multiply this equation, equation 3, this equation by hm, then this term, this will give you hm into this, and if we multiply this by hn, then it will give hn into this. So if multiply the substitute the second one from the first, then it will give you hmx ddx of e to the minus x square dhnx dx minus hnx ddx of e to the minus x square dhmx dx. And from the right hand and from the right hand side, here you see the right hand side is minus 2n e to the minus x square hnx, and since we have multiplied this equation by hmx, so this will give you minus 2n e to the minus x square hnx hmx. Similarly, in the right hand side you will also have a 2 minus 2n e to the minus x square hmx hnx. So if you substitute this from first one, then it will have this will we have to substitute this from first one, so this will give you 2 into m minus n minus 2 into m minus n e to the minus x square hmx hnx. This is equation 5. Now just integrate this equation with respect to x from minus infinity to plus infinity. So this will give you minus infinity to plus infinity, integration minus infinity to plus infinity, hmx, the first term, ddx e to the minus x square dhnx dx dx minus infinity to plus infinity, that the integration of the second term, hnx ddx of e to the minus x square dhmx dx, and then dx. So that is equal to 2 into m minus n minus infinity to plus infinity e to the minus x square hmx hnx dx. This is equation 4. Now from the left hand side of equation 6, that is the left hand side of these equations, so just you just integrate the left hand side, and that will give you hm, that is I am writing these two terms, just the two terms here once again. So minus infinity plus infinity hmx dx of e to the minus x square dhnx dx hnx dx, okay, that is equal to, that is and that is the minus infinity minus infinity plus infinity hnx ddx of this. Just rewrite this equation as minus infinity plus infinity hmx is here, and if you this can be written dx will cancel, and d of e to the minus x square dhnx dx minus the right hand side can be written in similar fashion hnx d of e to the minus x, just it is this here, just see, it is hnx it is hmx, because hm is multiplied in this case. So hmx d of e to the power this minus infinity to plus infinity hnx d of this term. So just here dx will cancel, and this will give you this. And after integration, you will have, since d of x is equal to x, so hmx is there, and e to the minus x square dhnx dx, then minus hnx is from here, e to the minus x square dhmx dx minus infinity plus infinity. And in this, if you substitute, or if you use the value of x, that is minus infinity and plus infinity, in this equation from the term e to the minus x square, you will get the value, since e to the minus x square term, this term will give you 0 for both e to the minus infinity or plus infinity. That is, if you use this value minus infinity to plus infinity, minus infinity and plus infinity, then if you use this in this expression, this will give you 0. So from equation 6, finally you will get 2m minus n minus infinity plus infinity to the minus x square hmx hnx dx is equal to 0. That is from equation, if you see equation 6, this is equation 6, so these two terms will cancel, and the resultant of this two term is 0, so this term will be 0, and that is written here. So this will give you e minus infinity plus infinity e to the minus x square hn x dx is equal to 0, since n is not equal to 0, and this and this equation shows that the Hermite polynomials are orthogonal with respect to e to the minus x square. So in this way, the orthogonality of Hermite polynomials can be proved, and this is the end of this lecture. And students, this is not the end of this lecture, but there is another thing is there. We have already seen that the orthogonality property of Hn, that is Hermite polynomials with respect to the x square, is written in this way, and another form is there which we have to study here, and this the another form of the orthogonal property of Hermite polynomials is given as minus infinity plus infinity to the minus x square hn x square hn square x dx, that is equal to 2 over n root pi n factorial. So this is another form of the Hermite polynomials. So another form of the orthogonality of Hermite polynomials. Now to prove this, just recall the recurrence formula which we have already proved, that hn plus 1x minus 2n hn x plus 2n hn minus 1x, that is equal to 0. This is equation 2. And in this equation, and just replace n by n minus 1. N by n minus 1. So if you do this in this expression, you just replace n by n minus 1. Then first term will give you n minus hn x, then minus 2x hn minus 1x, then plus 2n minus 1 hn minus 1 minus 1, that will give you n minus 2x, that is equal to 0. And this is equation 3. Now multiplying both sides of equation 3 by hn x, just multiply this equation by hn x. So you will have hn x square minus 2x, then hn x, and after that hn minus 1x plus 2. In this case, since you have to replace you have just multiplied this equation by hn x. So first term is okay, the second term is okay, and the third term will be 2n minus 1 hn x hn minus 2x, that is equal to 0. It is equation 4. Now multiplying both sides of equation 2, that means this equation multiply both sides of equation 2 by hn minus 1x. So just multiply this equation by hn minus 1x. So this will give you hn minus 1x into hn plus 1x, which is written here, then minus 2x there, hnx, this hnx is here, and then hn minus 1x. After that 2n is here, and hn minus 1x and another hn minus 1x, since we are multiplying this by hn minus 1x, so it will give you 2n hn minus 1 square x, that is equal to 0. It is equation 5. Now subtracting this equation, that is equation 5, from equation 4, and this will give you hn square x minus from this term you are subtracting this equation 5, equation 4, so this term is here, and then hn minus 1x and just equation 4 is there here, and this is equation 5. The first term, this first term is written here, and this first term is written here, so minus hn minus 1x hn plus 1x, then write the term, let's see here, 2x hnx hn minus 1x. This term is present here, and another term like this, 2x hnx hn minus 1x, also present here, since this equation is subtracting from this, so this term and this term will cancel out. So only, so there will be this term right here written here, and then this term and these two terms will cancel out, and the rest terms that will be present are this term and this term. So from these two terms you have, this is 2n minus 1 h n x h n minus 2x, then minus 2n h n minus 1 square x, that is equal to 0. So just now multiplying this expression, that is equation, this is written as equation 6, with e to the power minus x square, both sides of this equation by e to the power minus x square, and then then integrate with respect to x from minus infinity to plus infinity. So to do, after doing that, you have hn square, here hn square multiplying by e to the power minus x square and integrating it minus infinity to plus infinity dx. Okay, this is there. And for the second term, minus infinity to plus infinity e to the power minus x square hn minus 1x hn plus 1x dx. And from this term plus 2 into n minus 1 minus infinity to plus infinity e to the minus x square hnx hn minus 2x dx, and then the last term minus 2n minus infinity plus infinity e to the minus x square hn minus 1 square x dx, that is equal to 0, just indicating the left hand side. So from this equation, you just use the orthogonal property of the Hermite polynomials that was given in the first case. That is the orthogonal property is minus infinity plus infinity e to the power minus x square hnx hmx dx is equal to 0, where n is not equal to m. So we are here to find out the value of this term, that is minus infinity plus infinity to 1x square hn minus 1x hn plus 1x for the value of this term. So here I have written this minus infinity plus infinity to 1x square, this, that will give you, say n minus 1 is L and n plus 1 is M. So this will give you minus infinity plus infinity to 1x square HLX HMX dx, where L is equal to n minus 1 and M is equal to n plus 1. And here, see here, n not is equal to L. So using orthogonal property, this expression will give you null result, that is, it will give you 0. And another term is there, that is minus infinity plus infinity e to the minus x square hn minus 2x dx is equal to this. This will also give you 0 result, because just compare this. You see, you just consider that n minus 2 is equal to m. Then this expression will give you hnx hnx and then hmx dx, that is equal to 0. And in this case, since n not is equal to m, so from the orthogonal property, this will give you also null result, 0 result. So finally, you will get from equation 7, that is equation 7 is there. This is equation 7. So this term and this term vanishes. This term and this term vanish. So this will give you minus infinity plus infinity into minus x square hn square x dx, that is equal to this. You can put this in the right hand side. So that is equal to 2n minus infinity plus infinity to minus x square hn minus 1 square x dx. Just I have written just here. This is here. So this can be written as so just look at this expression. On the left hand side, it is 1 is x square hn square x dx, that is equal to 2n and this. So here 2n is a term is multiplied here, and then e to the minus x square it is here, and hn square is here, just change to hn minus 1 square, that is n is just lowered by 1. Okay, this is the polynomial. Just here is the next polynomial, that is here hn, and the next polynomial is hn minus 1. So here hn square, and in this case you see that it transforms to hn minus 1, that is 1 order less than the previous one. So in this way, from this term, the second term will be, since this is equal to this, so this term can be written as 2n is here. Okay, and you see that in this case the power order of the polynomial is n. So formula, if it is taken as the general formula, so here 2n, that means 2 into the order of the polynomial. So from this, you write this term 2n is here, but you are trying to write this in the form of the next order of the Hermite polynomial. So in that case, the formula, this 2n here, the 2n can be written here. You have to write 2 into n minus 1. Just deeply concentrate here. You will see that this is written as this. So just think of the general case. Here n is here, the order of the polynomial is n. So you write here 2n. That is 2 into the order of the polynomial, Hermite polynomial. Okay. Then minus infinity plus infinity e to the minus x square is there, and on one order less, the order of the Hermite polynomial is decreased by 1. So hn is there, so here is n hn minus 1 square x dx. So in this fashion, this is the common term. So this common term is taken here. This is a constant term is taken here. And then if you wish to go to the next order of the polynomial, then you have to write here. In this case, the next polynomial is hn minus 2. So if you go to n minus 2, then you have to multiply. You have to write here 2 into n minus 1. Since in the previous case it was 2n, so in this case it will be 2 into n minus 1. So 2 into n minus 1 is here, minus infinity plus infinity e to the minus x square, and here one order less than here the Hermite polynomial will be one order less than the previous one. The previous one was hn minus 1. So in this case it will be hn minus 2 square x dx. Now come to the very next term, that is the polynomial for the next polynomial. That is the next polynomial is n minus 3, one order less than this. That means n minus 3. So come here and write these two and these two. So it will give you n square, then n minus 1. Just write this equation once again. So it will give you 2 square, then n into n minus 1 minus infinity is minus infinity to plus infinity to the x square h n minus 2 square x dx. So if you go to the next term from this term, so write this first. You have written this term is first. Then 2 square n into n minus 1. See, this will give you 2 square n into n minus 1. Then as you are going to the next term, so this will give you 2 into hn 2 into n minus 2. So this is written as 2 into n minus 2, and this 2 and this 2 square will give you 2 cube. So 2 cube into n minus 1 n minus 2 minus infinity to plus infinity e to the x square hn one order less than that of this. So hn minus 3 square x dx. And in this in the same way, all other terms will be and there will be all other terms, and final term will come as, since for you are going to for the nth term, the last term. So here for the this was for the third term. So here 2 to the n will come here, and then n into n minus 1, n into n minus 2. In this way, you will go to 1, and then the final term will be minus the final term of the nth term will be 2 to the n into n minus 1, n minus 2, etc. to 1 minus infinity plus infinity to the minus x square h0, because one order less than that the previous one. So previous one will be n into n minus 1. The last term before the one order, the previous term of the last term. If you consider the last one order before the last term, that will give you n minus 1, that is h1. So the last term will be h0. So if you write these up to the last term, that is for the nth term, so it will give you 2 to the n into n minus 1, n into n minus 2, in this way 1, and the minus infinity plus infinity to the minus x square h0 square x dx. And you know that the in previous class, one of the previous class, that the value of the Hermite polynomials, 0th order Hermite polynomials is equal to 1. That is h0 x is equal to 1. So we will substitute that. So from this 2 to the n is here, and this is nothing but the n factorial, and then 2 is here, 2 into, you can write here, write this as 2 into 0 to infinity, it is minus infinity plus 0, so we can write as 2 into 0 to infinity to 1 x square is 0 square x dx. So from this you can write the left hand side, this is equal to 2 to the power n factorial 2 into 0 to infinity e to the power minus x square dx. And you know that h0 x is equal to 1, so this will give you 2 to the power n factorial 2, and this expression, this integration 0 to infinity minus x square dx, the value of this integration is root pi by 2 to root pi by 2, and since h0 x is equal to 1, so into 1, and this will give you 2 to the power, so minus infinity plus infinity to 1 x square hn square x dx is equal to 2 to the power n factorial root over pi. It is equation 4. Now this is another form of the general orthogonality of the Hermite polynomials, and you have earlier seen another orthogonality of hn x as minus infinity plus infinity to the 1 as x square hn x dx is equal to 0, where n is not equal to n, and the second orthogonality is equal to this. So this, and if you combine these two relation in one form, then this will give you minus infinity plus infinity to the 1 as x square hn x dx, that is equal to 2 to the power n factorial root over pi delta mn, where delta mn is equal to 1 for m is equal to n, and delta mn is equal to 0 for m not equal to 0. That gives this equation will give you both of the orthogonality function. So this is the end of this lecture, and you have to just go through all these once again and practice. And if you practice all the things, it will be